Today we're gonna make some 2-ingredient pizza chips. Usually I use mozzarella cheese, but I found this at Trader Joe's, so we're gonna see if it's any good. Basically, you're just going to bake some piles of mozzarella with pepperonis on them. On parchment paper, it has to be parchment paper. You cannot use wax paper or else it will stick. But yeah, we're gonna try out this Trader Joe's cheese that I found. And I'm just gonna make a few of these. Maybe that's fine. And we're just gonna spread these piles apart a little. Maybe 2 tablespoons of cheese per pile. Give or take some. Has anybody tried this cheese yet? And if so, what did you think? Penny, you just made these today. Hey, let's get it. And we're just gonna top each one with a little pepperoni. All right. It's so annoying trying to make these circular. Is there a hack to make this easier? What if I did this? Hold up. Boom. And then just took the cheese away from the side. Yo, the cheese actually smells like pizza when you take it out of the package. It's kind of crazy. I feel like I'm at it smells like Domino's pizza, or I'm trying to think of what pizza it reminds me of. Maybe Chuck E. Cheese. All right. And now we're gonna add our pepperonis. Yo, these look kind of questionable. I'm debating whether I should use them or not. So I've had this thing of pepperonis in my fridge for months. Some of them just look like they've lost their color. I don't know. I hope they're safe to eat. Yo, Brandon, you're gonna love the Allo chips. They're the best tortilla chips I've had. Yeah, so I go to Chuck E. Cheese a lot. People are saying not to use them. What do you guys think? Would you use them or not? I feel like meats like pepperoni don't really expire. Maybe they just lost their color. But they're very the grease is just coming off of them. All right. You guys are saying hard pass. All right, let's just put bacon bits on top instead. Oh, expiration date. Let's see. I mean, usually the expiration date is years. Let's see. Oh, April 11th. Oh my God, never mind. Okay, we're not using these. They expired 3 months ago. Okay. All right, well, we'll use bacon bits. All right, now we're just gonna bake them at 350. My oven is not preheated, but honestly, I'm just not concerned with the oven being preheated. All right, whenever I make my low carb tortilla pizzas, I never worry about the oven being preheated. I think it actually cooks it a little better because it's still heating it up. All right, let's put these in the oven. And let's throw out these pepperonis. So I'll tell you guys the story as to why I have 3-month-old pepperonis in my fridge. So what happened was, a few months ago, I asked Anna for a pizza, and she made me a just cheese pizza. I hadn't had cheese pizza. Prior to that, I had never voluntarily had a cheese pizza. So prior to a few months ago, I had never voluntarily had a cheese pizza, right? I've always just wanted pepperonis. Like, why wouldn't you put pepperoni on your pizza? Are you a psychopath? So I only had it prior to that if it was they were out of pepperoni, so I had to have cheese. I'd never asked for cheese pizza my entire life. And then a few months ago, she's making me a pizza. She's like, do you want it to be a cheese pizza? Because we don't have pepperoni. And I was like, sure, whatever. And it was such a vibe. I actually loved it. And for the past however long, since April, I guess, 3 months, I've just only been eating cheese pizza. And I eat low-carb tortilla pizzas every single night. And I've only been doing cheese pizza. Sometimes I'll put bacon on them. Or for the live, I did pepperoni just for the sake of... but I did the mini ones just for the sake of people... it's just the most popular pizza, it's not very popular to want cheese pizza. So that's why I use pepperoni for the video. But I've just been eating cheese pizza on my low-carb tortillas pretty much every night. So that's why I have the old pepperoni, which I just threw away. Did you open the microwave door? The microwave door is open. It's Donnell's 7th birthday. Happy birthday, Donnell. Aaron, it was amazing. I got to meet so many cool people. Me and Anna had a blast. She was I had to talk her into going, and she loved it. Yo, shout out to Rude Keto Cat. I met you guys yesterday. It was a vibe. Made the Italian, that's funny, your friends got jealous that we got to meet. Made the Italian sausage with mozzarella sticks and Rayo's marijuana sauce, and it slaps. We'll be making it this week again. Guys, if you haven't done it, take some sausage, cut the middle of it, add sticks of cheese, top it off with Rayo's, bake it at 400 for 40 minutes. It's so good. This guy said you can use Rayo's pasta sauce as long as you want once open, but that's not true. You can only use it for 2 weeks. Yo, I have Rayo's in my fridge that's probably been open for a month, and I still use it. I think when it has that musty scent, it adds more character to whatever you're using it with. Go wash your hands. You have 3-month expired pepperoni grease on your hands. Yo, it's all good. Oh, so for the stuffed sausage is $3.50 for 40 minutes. I forget. I'd have to look in my notes and see. NyQuil knocked me out of ketosis. Guys, listen. When you are sick, it's best, if you're trying to take NyQuil or Dayquil or whatever, it's best to go for the liquid caps, the little capsules, not the syrup, because the syrup has a ton of sugar, which is weird because it doesn't even taste good. Who remembers being a kid when medicine tasted bomb AF? But NyQuil doesn't even taste good, so I don't know where that sugar is coming from, but it does kick you out of ketosis. I have to say, out of all the low-carb tortillas, Mission is the best. Tastes like a crescent roll when fried in butter. Ooh, that's a good analogy, Chopping. But yeah, Mission, the flour Mission with 4 net carbs are easily the best. Nothing compares. Mandy, I don't think we'll be at the keto convention in Vegas. Someone said, who's behind you? Was somebody behind me? Are you always in ketosis? Pretty much, but one thing to consider is if you test your ketones as soon as you wake up in the morning, you may not be in ketosis. And also if you just worked out or just ate, even if you ate a keto meal, your ketones may be lower. So you're not necessarily always in ketosis. There are things that can like change that number, but in general, I'm probably in ketosis 98% of the time. Let's say I have 6 cheat meals out of the year. I've had all 6 of my cheat meals out of the year this year already, and I'll probably have more, so maybe I'll do like 10 this year, but last year I had like probably 2, the year before that, 0. So I went like a 2-year period with like very minimal cheating, but now I go off plan a little more often. But still, I'm like in ketosis 95% of the time. I've heard of the La Tortilla ones too. Joan, it is like the end of August. So my lease was up August 9th, but and after my lease is up, I move in with Anna. And then we'll be at her apartment until the house is done in like spring. But my lease was supposed to be up August 9th, but I just forgot to send this like letter to my building, or like you had let them know that you're moving out and you're not going to renew your lease 60 days in advance, and I just forgot to do that. So I got stuck here an extra 3 weeks. But it'll be good. We're going to use this. We've been using this as like the working office. Once you open your pepperoni, put it in the freezer in smaller bags and take them out as you want them. That may be the greatest idea ever. I think I'm going to do that, especially now that I don't use it very often. Oh, chopping, your boyfriend got a smoker, so you guys have been smoking all the meats. And I wish these pizza chips came with the Keto Crate, but shout out to Keto Crate. Use the link in my bio for 25% off yours. Stylish, you got the high-key chocolate chip cookies and they are bussin'. High-key cookies are like, I don't know if it's the famous Amos or Chips Ahoy, but they taste identical to like one of those little cookies I used to eat before keto. All right. I don't know how long it's been since we put these in the oven, but we'll check in a second. Sliced strawberries and whipped cream is bussin'. Have you tried Hilo and Quest chips? Which do you prefer? Definitely Hilo. Quest is a little flimsy and proteiny, but they're okay still. But Hilo is like legit. Can you explain the effects of drinking alcohol on ketosis? How often? How much? I don't know. It just depends on like what works for you. Some people can have a glass of wine every night. Some people shouldn't. I just tried the Enlightened Red Velvet with the cones. It's delicious. Do you recommend any other flavors? Cookies and cream, Rebel, chocolate chip cookie dough, keto pint. They all have chocolate chip cookie dough, but I like the chocolate chip cookie dough the best with the Enlightened cones. Made fried catfish nuggets with pork rinds tonight, and it was bussin'. Yo, shout out to Catfish. I love Catfish. Oh, these chips are looking good. Maybe I'll broil for like the last minute or two. I just tried the Almadre corn tortillas for enchiladas and chips. Highly recommend. Have you tried them? I haven't had those yet. What do you eat that's sweet? So this is my dessert pretty much every night. The Too Good yogurt I like ratio, with chocolate collagen. Otherwise, you could just do like cocoa powder and sweetener. It's like chocolate pudding. It's so good. And then what else do I do for my dessert? But the chocolate collagen's great. I'm surprised. It like tastes really good. I don't even have to add sweetener to it. I just put the chocolate collagen with vanilla Too Good. And it's like I'm eating chocolate pudding. It reminds me of like the pudding from Kid Cuisines. But what else is my dessert? Sometimes I'll have the Enlightened cookie dough bars. I forget exactly what they're called, but they have these like bars that have cookie dough in them. That's my dessert pretty much every night. And then if I'm making recipes from like my book or something, the peanut butter cookies are bussin'. Fat bombs. I used to do a lot. Is your energy still booming? Heck yeah. It's that keto energy. My friend at work who's trying keto will not listen to me that a breath test doesn't work. I think breath tests have not been proven to be very reliable, but I also don't know. I just like don't know enough about them. I just feel like I heard that. I don't know if I like read anything that like was like legit. I just feel like I heard that. So maybe they do work, but I'm pretty sure I heard they don't. Alright, I forgot to set it to broil. We could do that now. The cheese looks pretty crazy. Alright. What do you think of fasting with the keto diet? I think fasting is great. A lot of people would benefit from fasting, especially if you just eat when you're bored. For example, this morning, Anna was making breakfast because she likes having breakfast. I am not a breakfast person. And she was making eggs, and I was like, I could go for some eggs. But then I stopped myself, and I was like, nah, I'm literally not hungry right now. Like 5 minutes before she started making eggs, I was thinking to myself, wow, I'm not hungry. I probably won't eat until like 3 or 4. I start smelling the eggs, and I'm like, oh my God, I could go for some eggs. So fasting helps you not eat when you're not hungry. Because, listen, just because something smells like it would taste good and you get like a dopamine rush because you're excited about eating, that's not the same thing as being hungry. I was not hungry at all. And then I smelled eggs and it felt like I was hungry. So we have to realize that just because we like have a desire to put food into our mouth, that doesn't mean we're hungry. Oh my God. Alright, these are like about to burn. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, they are popping. Whoa. Okay, hold up. Why are they popping? Is it from the bacon? Oh. Guys, that was close. Somebody asked I like started going on a rant and I could have gotten distracted and let them burn. This has happened before. But yeah, it's like, a lot of times we smell food or we think of food or we have a routine of eating food or drinking a caramel frappuccino, but it doesn't mean we're actually hungry. It's just our brain playing tricks on us. As it should, because when we were evolving in like the wilderness and there was no society, it was very useful to see food and just automatically start feeling hungry. But when you have an abundance of food, that's not useful anymore. So you kind of have to like override the primal part of your brain that's like, oh, we need this now. Because 5 minutes ago, before you saw it, you actually didn't need it now. All right. Let's check out these pizza chips. Have you tried Keto Chow? Do you recommend it? I don't care much for shakes. I had some Keto Chow, but to be honest, I don't think I ever used it. I had some, but I just never used it. I don't know what happened to it. All right, and the thing with chips like this, you have to let them cool down for a little bit before you eat them, because they need to like harden. So I'm gonna take the parchment paper off the baking sheet like this. And this way they'll cool down faster. Oh my God, they smell really good. And I should probably turn my oven off. I feel like these are going to be hard to get a good picture of. They just look kind of ugly. And then we're going to have to wait for them to get crunchy. Or I don't know if this cheese even will get crunchy. It feels like this one's a little crunchy. And we'll put some Rayo's marijuana sauce in the middle. God, the bacon just smelled, or just, like I just licked my finger, and like just the vibe of the bacon, I can already tell it's gonna be bussin'. Alright, somebody said you can only use Rayo's 2 weeks after opening it. I found this in my fridge from 6 months ago, and I've been using it for the past 2 weeks, and it's fine. All right. By the way, that was a joke. I don't think that's true. It could have been in there for a while, but I really just don't remember how long it's been in there. I just wanted to trigger the person who said that because they seemed so serious when they were like, it has to be within 2 weeks of opening. You guys are right. I didn't turn the oven off either. Let me go do that now. If my pepperonis were not expired, the picture would look so much prettier, but this is what we're stuck with. I don't think they're gonna get super crispy, but it'll be good. You know what's funny? I know you're supposed to warm up marijuana sauce, like Rayo's or whatever, but yo, there's this restaurant in Ohio called Casano's, and I used to get this like, it was called baked ravioli, but it was breaded and crispy. It was really good. I don't know why they didn't just fry it, but maybe this will be the cover photo. But the fried ravioli they had came with all right, I'm just gonna sit here so we can use this as the cover photo. It's gonna be awkward, but you have to like hold it in frame for 10 seconds to use it as the cover photo, so. Okay. I think this will be a better cover photo. Hopefully it works. All right. Didn't get as crispy as the mozzarella. Maybe I should have let it burn a little more, but this is pretty good. Oh my god. Jen, Anna is at her apartment. Oh my god. It's a little chewier, but still pretty good. Okay. That bite was crunchy, so what I would do next time, I would let them brown a little bit. But still good. You could air fry it too, yeah. Just make sure you air fry it on parchment paper or else it will just like melt through the bottom. Amber, yeah, 3 to 5 grams of sugar is fine. It's not going to be an issue at all. I mean, this Rayo's has a few grams of sugar. April, you may be able to have popcorn on keto. You just have to eat a very small amount of it. Oh my god. Okay. Anna wanted me to say for some. Oh my god. Yo, what up, Tammy? Travel snacks, I like beef jerky. I like nuts. Macadamia nuts are the best tasting nuts to me. D's are great as well. What else? Like all nuts, peanuts. I take peanuts, mix them with like low carb chocolate chips. That's pretty good. All the keto packaged snacks, obviously. Just make sure you're not buying like the Atkins candies because they have maltitol. Same with like the Russell Stover sugar-free. Just really anytime you're buying sweets, make sure you're avoiding the ones with maltitol. But I love that stuff. Yeah, mushrooms or onions or olives too, for sure. Speaking of like olives, you could take like olives and little cheese cubes and like summer sausage with you. That would be a good one. But the possibilities are endless. Pork rinds, like dips. Crystal, you missed the notification. We made pizza chips. All right, we're about to get spiritual. Let's get it. Yo, Lord, please be with anybody who's struggling on their keto journey and help them realize that they have the power to change their eating habits. Thank you for bringing this amazing community together. We're so blessed to have each other. And most importantly, thank you for giving us life, because every day we wake up is truly a blessing, and we should never, ever take that for granted. Amen. All right, let's get this breathing exercise in. Breathe in feelings of gratitude. Hold it and feel your body relaxing. Breathe out any stress or negativity. Breathe in feelings of inner peace. Hold it and feel your body continuing to relax. Breathe out any tension or anxiety and remind yourself everything's happening exactly as it should be. Breathe in feelings of self-love. Hold it and feel your body continuing to relax. Breathe out any self-doubt or negativity and remind yourself that you are beautiful and you are worthy of reaching your goals. All right, let's get this visualization in. Close your eyes, relax. Imagine that you are at Taco Bell and you're going to get a power bowl, which you totally can. It's totally keto. You just ask for no rice, no beans. And imagine you go through the drive-thru, you get your power bowl, they hand you your bag, and imagine in that bag, they put your favorite thing from Taco Bell. So for me, maybe that's a chicken quesadilla. And imagine you feel so tempted. Maybe it's a taco. But imagine you say, you know what? I may think that I want this, but I know the truth. I don't want this. I don't need this. And nothing good would come from having this. So imagine you stop, you get home, whatever, you eat your power bowl, and you take that taco or that chicken quesadilla and you put it in the garbage where it belongs, because we're not going to put that in our body. Or you give it to somebody like on the street, but you're not going to eat that quesadilla because you know that you don't want diabetes, you don't want heart disease, you don't want to spiral downwards and lose your happiness, lose your physical health, and you just want to stay strong. So we're not going to eat that quesadilla. All right, guys. I love you. I believe in you. Have a blessed night.